Ah, hell. I'm in the wrong game again. Hey guys, Derry here from Drake Wing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you another Let's Play episode of After Class. Ah, I love that intro. It's so good. Never get tired of it. But anyway, guys, let's see. You've got Lars, Mark. Yeah, we've got a bunch of boys. We got 6 boys. Okay, so some of you are going gaga over Coach Gill. Let me tell you right now, based on what I know about his path so far, I'm probably not going to be doing that because I had a similar experience with a guy in a position of power above me. I don't want to go into too much detail, but it's hard to talk about. I don't want to bring the video down. Needless to say, it was a very uncomfortable thing for me, and Coach Gill is giving me some very, very predatory vibes, so I'm probably not going to be doing his route. Hopefully you guys can understand that. Just personally, it just makes me uncomfortable. But like, God, what was that, like 5 of 6? We've got 5 guys we can do. We'll be good. Yeah. So after people told me that no one has done Coach Gill's route on YouTube, I was wondering why, and yeah, I found out why. It's a sensitive topic, to say the least, especially for me. But anyway, guys, let's jump right back into it. Let's see where things go with Lars. All right. Okay. Trying to decide who I want to do my first playthrough with. All right. When he got up, you noticed that his arm was bleeding a little. Hey, you're bleeding. That's not a big deal. Wait a minute. You rummaged up a pack of band-aids and wet tissues from your backpack. Oh, hold up. Some of you guys. There we go. There we go. Should be good now. Alright, stay still. I'm going to clean your wound with this. I don't have any disinfectant right now, so this is all I can do. Once you cleaned the wound, you carefully stuck the band-aid on his wound. It didn't stick as good as you thought, because his fur was so thick. Well, that's ugly, but it should do for now. Make sure you clean it properly at home. Why did you have... Never mind. Huh? What is it? Here, you dropped this earlier when you were running away. You noticed the familiar shape of the item. It was your pendant. Surprised, you put your hands on your neck to see if it was still there. Of course it wasn't there. He clearly said that you dropped it when you ran away from him. How? You decided to put it in your backpack for now. Now that you knew he was holding your pendant, you decided to ask him something. Were you trying not to get my pendant crushed? Probably. You didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, kid. Appreciate it more. For real, this pendant is very important to me. How can I repay you? It's no problem, like I said. There's no need to repay me. Are you sure? Yes. Well, if you say so. I should go home now, I think. Ah, okay, kid. Try to walk carefully now. I told you I was... Never mind. Goodbye. What is it? What was your name again? Lars. Thanks again, Mr. Lars. Just Lars is enough. I feel like I shouldn't argue with him on this. Alright, Lars. See you around. See ya. You turned your back and walked toward home. Lars, huh? He looks quite scary, but he's actually an okay guy. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. Oh, gosh, this is such nice art, man. Oh, finally. I'm almost home. Where's my key? The front door was locked and you couldn't find it. I'm sorry, is this a repeat of the Carvin situation? Alright, where's that Tanuki at? Where is he? You checked your bag and found nothing but your books. Oh no, did I drop it somewhere? You checked your left pocket. There was a key in it. Oh. Ah, there it is. I'm starting to feel anxious. You unlocked the door and went inside. Oh, that is a nice... Oh, wait a minute. That looks kind of similar... That looks a little bit similar to the one in, yeah, A Place to Call Home. Looks a little similar. Ah, home sweet home. You notice several unpacked boxes sitting all around the room. I still need to unpack my stuff, but it's nothing too important, so I'll do it when I have free time. You ignored it and went to your room. It's a really nice room, man. What a long day. You put your bag on the desk, then laid yourself on the bed. You sighed while staring at the ceiling. Lying in the bed, you let your mind wander. Yeah, I'll bet that mind is wandering. You are leaving too? I'm sorry, but yeah. Why are you leaving? My parents are leaving, so I have to go. Please don't go. Don't leave me alone here. I'm really sorry. Here, take this. What is this? It's a pendant. It's a pair. One for you and one for me. That way, I'll be able to remember you and you'll be able to remember me. Oh, is this the pendant? Mm-hmm. Remember when you told us the story? I looked around and found them. So yeah, don't worry about it. We'll see each other again, and you'd better be up and running again by then. Promise? Promise. Oh. Huh? I fell asleep? Am I really that tired? In that dream, it's been a while since I had it. That was the only childhood memory I remember, or at least I believe that was my childhood memory. You noticed the moon shone brightly, and the light found itself into your room through the window. Still, it was too dark for you to comfortably see anything, so you turned on the lights. You grabbed your pendant that was in the backpack. This is the only thing I have that reminds me of him. With the pendant in your hand, you sat down on the chair to inspect it. I don't remember what happened, and the only memory of my childhood was that short dream. I asked my parents, and they told me it wasn't important, but the more they dismiss it, the more curious I get. I don't have any leads about it. Heck, I don't even know if everything in that dream was true. I know I have this pendant that feels important to me, and that's it. But if it's true, then that's really dumb. A small promise between kids? I'm sure he'd forgotten about it, too. Maybe I'd have broken the promise. I mean, I don't even remember who he is. Ah! Your head throbbed again, this time more intensely than this morning's headache. What's up with this headache? I need to lie down soon. Ah! What? Sheesh, it's just my phone. Jeez, I'm really out of it. No more thinking tonight. You put the pendant back inside your bag and checked your phone. And it's only a random phone notification. While checking your phone, you glanced at the time. Huh. It's pretty late, actually. I should go to sleep now. You charged your phone before you crawled up onto the bed. Today's been a weird day, huh? Especially with the people I talked to today. I feel like I've met them before. They were a bit too friendly toward me. Coach Gill and Anders excluded. I wonder what kind of school life I'm gonna have. I guess I'll find out, but for now, I should go to sleep for real. Wait, I haven't showered or changed my clothes yet. Ugh, what a pain. You got out of your bed lazily, undressed yourself, and walked to the bathroom. Once you dried yourself, you put on whatever that was in your closet. Well, at least it helped me relax. The headache is gone now. You took care of everything and were ready for some real shut-eye now. You snuggled with your pillows until you realized the lamp was still shining bright. I forgot to turn off the light. Damn it, I just want to fall asleep. You turned off the light and went back to snuggling your pillows, while slowly drifting into sleep. Oh. Day 2. Okay. After class. A small ray of sunlight found its way onto your face. It moved slowly onto your cheek and finally reached your left eye, making you open both of them. So bright. Is it morning already? Still a bit traumatized from yesterday's event, you hopped out of the bed quickly to check for the time. It showed 6:30 a.m. Apparently the sunrise in Highwell was a lot earlier than your home. Oh, I'm not going to be late today. That's really great. You made a mental note about that so you wouldn't freak out every time you saw the sun rising. Since it was still early, you made your bed before leaving your bedroom. Once you were done, you stepped into the hallway. Let's see, I have a lot of time before I'm leaving for school. What should I do? I mean, you showered before you went to bed. Do you need a shower? Can you get back up? Let's do some breakfast. Your stomach growled as you stopped walking. It wasn't loud, but it really growled. That means I'm hungry. I should eat something before I start my day. Let's see what we have here. There was nothing in the fridge other than a slice of bread and peanut... What the fuck? You have a giant-ass fridge and you only have peanut butter and a bread? Shucks. I should get something at the grocery store later. With no other choice, you grabbed the last slice of bread and the peanut butter. You tossed the bread into the toaster and waited for it to be done. Meanwhile, you sat on the chair and checked your phone. It says here that it's going to rain this afternoon. I should head to the grocery right away once I'm done with school. And it seems like I can still go home without getting drenched from the rain. I know where the grocery is, so that shouldn't be a problem. I saw it on my way here when I first arrived. Since you knew about the weather, you switched to the browser app. It showed you that it showed you whatever that might interest you. Damn targeted content. You kept scrolling down since they sure didn't gain your interest. They were so bad at figuring out what you actually liked. But once you scrolled down enough, at least the ones in the lower page had the right idea. There's going to be a Hatsune Miku Expo in Mexico? Mexico? Interesting. Hatsune Miku. Hatsune Miku. Oh, new season of Food Attack anime is confirmed. Ah, what is the name of that food anime that everyone loves? I've seen it up to season 2. It's so good, but I forgot the name. Guys in the comments, if you can remind me about it. It's been so long since I watched the show, I just don't remember what the name of it is. Food Wars! Yes, Food Wars, I remember that. Attack on food. Looks like this year isn't as bad as what they said. The toaster chunked at you to let you know that it had finished toasting the bread. Already? That was fast. You put your phone down to snatch the toast out of the toaster. Now the fun part begins. Use the butter knife to smear the toast with peanut butter. It should have been just butter, but the nutty kind that was all you had to work with. Peanut butter on toast is fucking delicious. It was kind of hard to do. Harder than you expected, but you managed to do it anyway. Okay, seeing my brother doing it was easy and fun, but that wasn't as fun as I thought it'd be. After putting the peanut butter back to the fridge, you stared at the peanut butter toast before you savored it. Don't ask why it's back to the fridge. I'm not a fan of peanut butter, but I'm hungry. Yeah, certain kinds of peanut butter you probably shouldn't refrigerate after you open them, because it makes them that much harder to get out of the jar. You ate the toast in the blink of an eye. Not literally, but it was fast enough. Ha! That'll do for now. I'm gonna put the dishes in the sink, and I'll wash them when I'm home later. I have a lot of time before I'm leaving for school. What should I do? Let's watch some TV. This living room is full of boxes right now, but I'm sure it'll be looking empty after I've moved these away. I wish I had a roommate or two, but that might beat the purpose of living alone, away from my parents. Damn, dude, how much do you fucking make to live in this place? I'm guessing your parents bought this for you. Look at these random crates. What are these just random crates doing in your house? I wonder where you moved from. Moved from overseas, maybe? So these might be things, some heavy-duty crates. Well, at least I don't have to worry about being too loud, and I can have the TV all to myself. It's not like I watch the TV often anyway, which means my electric bill won't be skyrocketing. You sighed heavily as you plopped on the couch. It didn't take too long before your body started to relax. Let's see, what have we here? You grabbed the remote control on the couch and turned the TV on. There's a reality show going on where each participant teamed up with a partner, and they traveled around the world to win the race. But something a little bit funny happened. Did that girl really just shoot her head with a watermelon? It looked like it hurt. One of the participants just had a watermelon slapped on her face because it didn't launch properly. Well, anyway, it didn't amuse you right now, so you switched to another TV channel. Then there was a cartoon show showing at the moment. The yellow guy seemed to be naked in the wild, and some pink-colored guy was holding a net, trying to ambush the yellow guy. Was TV always this boring? And this one is a rerun. I've watched this episode like 10 times already. You pressed one of the buttons and the channel changed again. There's nothing interesting to you at the moment. You turned the TV off and got off from the couch. After turning off the TV, you stretched your back, making a nice cracking sound. Huh! Satisfying. Now, what should I do next? Okay. Shower it is. I absolutely need a shower. I refuse to see the world if I don't do it. I'm the type that needs to rinse off at least twice a day. I'm not the best looking guy out there, so I need to appear at least clean and fresh to the others. I mean, you're a pretty good looking guy. I don't want to ruin my already average looks by looking like I just woke up from 1 year of deep slumber. Especially my hair. It looks like it has its own mind. You've got a mind. Your hair is a mind of its own. Maybe I should just cut my hair. No, never. Let's just take a shower. This time, it's going to be warm, relaxing shower. You wouldn't be late to school today, so you took your time to properly undress yourself. Wait, wouldn't that eat up more of your time? And instead of letting your clothes sit on the floor, you picked them up and put them into the laundry hamper. There was an indescribable feeling when you did that, so adult-like, very independent. It felt like you were walking toward adulthood. Proud of yourself, you hopped into the shower with a heightened sense of pride. The warm water was flowing around your body, making you feel relaxed and soothed. You took a moment in the shower before you started to clean your body using the soap. Ooh, this watermelon soap. It's not red. Instead, it was white. It almost looked like cum. Your mind started to wander around. You snapped yourself out of it. Gah! Lewd thoughts, go away! It was too late. You're already hard. The soap made your fur feel smooth and slick, and the sensation of your paw brushing against your own body, it felt good. I think I need to rub one out. I don't want to be late, though. You stayed still for almost a minute, but your hard member didn't even want to go soft. If anything, it was getting even harder. Yeah, I need to rub one out. It was still early anyway. No need to rush. You dragged your left hand onto your chest, slowly rubbing it in a circular motion. It didn't stay there for long because your friend down there desperately wanted some attention and action. Deciding not to resist any longer, you put your hand down there, giving it some TLC. When you touched the tip of your body, your body flinched a little bit. It was really sensitive, and it had been a week since the last time you touched yourself. You moved your hand to the shaft and down to the base slowly. Since the water rinsed the soap off your body, you poured some more on your dick and started rubbing it again. You had no lube. Soap would have to do for now, you thought. To stop the water from rinsing off the soap again, you rested your head against the wall. An awkward position, but it worked. Your brain started to react. It sent a good feeling throughout your body. I think that's dopamine. No, I think dopamine is released after. But it wasn't enough. You wanted more. That's when you moved your other hand to your chest, slowly caressing one of your nipples. Moans started to escape your mouth. Your breaths were getting irregular. You closed your eyes as you jerked your meat like there's no tomorrow. With your body getting really sensitive and tensed up, it didn't take long for you to feel that you were close to orgasm. Before that, your brain thought about something. Lars seems very wild. Yep, I like that. Hell yeah! A certain grumpy tiger appeared before you, in your mind, of course. Standing there as if he was preying on you. As always, he looked rough, strong, and wild, maybe? Even so, you could notice a generous sprinkle of caring energy around him. For the short while you've been with him yesterday. He almost looked expressionless, other than looking grumpy and angry, but you couldn't help but wonder what kind of expressions he'd show you in private. Him appearing in your mind wasn't enough. Oh, Goya, gonna have to block that out. He had to remove his shirt, showing his bare body. It wasn't hard to imagine him without a shirt, but what was under his pants, on the other hand, it was harder than what you'd expected. Well, it didn't matter. You're in too deep in this. Let's just make do with this blurred vision of Lars. Whew, Lars, I'm gonna... Oh! Not satisfied with your current stimulation, you pinched your nipples harder. He's pinching... It felt pleasurable the way it was already, but now thinking about that wild tiger doing things to you, and you returning the favor to him was almost euphoric. Before you knew it, your tongue lolled out, saliva almost dripping, and loud moans were escaping your mouth, as if your primal instincts were taking over. If it weren't for the water hitting the tub, that you were living alone, anyone would hear your moans and groans. With each thrusting motion your hand made, you felt even closer to your climax. The slick sensation of the soap mixed with water wasn't as good as it was with lube, but it didn't matter for you at this moment. At first you were feeling guilty for having such thoughts to him, but the pleasure outweighed the guilt. Without realizing when you'd been thrusting your hips and picking up the pace, yearning for a sweet release. A few strokes later, your body started trembling as your climax built up rapidly, feeling weakness around your legs. You leaned your right hand against the wall for support. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to block all that out. And with one last stroke, you finally reached your climax. Rope after rope of hot ice cream that you've saved for weeks finally spurted out of your twitching rod. You then pressed your body against the wall, humping it slightly to escalate the pleasure in your nether regions. You moaned and groaned as hard as you could as you spewed out your juice. onto the wall. It's not like anyone could hear you here anyway. Yeah, gonna have to definitely block a lot of that out. Once you and your junior calmed down, you cleaned yourself once again as lust escaped your body, and your conscience started to take over. Now you really felt bad for jerking off to him. Without that pleasure to outweigh your guilt now. I can't believe I just jerked it off thinking about a guy I just met. How shameless. And now I have to clean the wall before I leave. But, whew, that was good. After cleaning the mess you made onto the wall and feeling satisfied with the shower, you turned off the water and stepped left foot first out of the tub. You dried yourself with a towel and walked before walking back to your room. I always forget to bring a new pair of clothes with me. I shouldn't make this a habit of mine. But then again, I live alone now, so that shouldn't be a problem. You grabbed the set of clothes and started dressing yourself. And I'm done. Let's get out of my room. Have a lot of time. Not a lot. It's time for you to go to school, man. I think I did whatever I wanted or needed to. I guess I'll head to campus now. You grabbed your backpack and headed out of the house. After making sure the door was locked, you turned your back and took a deep breath, ready for a new day. The weather was nice for the moment. It was neither too cold nor too hot. I can get used to the weather this easily. Let's hope it doesn't change later in the day. As you walked through the small alley to reach the school faster, you saw Lars on the corner of your eye, but you weren't sure about what he was doing. I wonder what he's doing over there. Curiosity killed the cat, but you're not a cat. I don't feel like intruding, but I kind of want to know what he's up to. To be fair, anyone would react the same way about it. He was moving rather suspiciously. Of course, it piqued your curiosity. He was unaware of your presence when you approached him slowly. Weren't cats known for their fast reflexes? Advanced senses of hearing and all? Maybe he was distracted. That could be one of the possible reasons. Alright guys, I'm going to save it right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a rather sexy episode of After Class. Yet another new day. Day 2. Nice. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I have to blur a lot of that out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that notification bell to the next video. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!